Right, what we're looking at here is a rear shock off a 1995 Suzuki DR250 SR, which is the same model or very similar to the Djebel, and also pretty much the same as far as I can ascertain to a later DR-Z250, not to be confused with the single overhead cam DR250. This model is also known as the SJ45A. Anyway, in the manual the rear shock is given as one part and it's not dismantleable, and also that's the same in the parts book. There seems to be quite a bit online about the DR-Z400, which is probably quite similar, but there's absolutely nothing about the 250. So I just thought I'd do a quick little video for people, and you can see how to just do a preliminary strip down, remove the spring if you want to change the spring or anything. There we are. Right, same as with virtually all shocks. There's an arrangement with two rings screwed on. There's that ring I loosened with a hammer and punch, and then on the lower one I used a C-spanner, as you would. This is screwed on quite a way. Let's just whiz it off. This is the shock that I've already stripped down and cleaned before, and for the purposes of making this video I've just popped it all back together loosely so we can see. Now on mine, when I initially stripped it down, this was all completely corroded together. The aluminium and the steel had corroded up, and it was difficult to see how it came to bits. However, this steel ring dropped down, and then there were two collets, aluminium collets, very much like on an exhaust valve on an engine. Right, when I took mine off, that washer and that cup were totally corroded together. It was impossible to see that there was a gap between them. Anyway, careful scraping and cleaning up, and it became obvious that they were actually two separate parts, and of course the cup just slides off, and then you can remove the spring. You can either change it or maybe you just want to clean up the shock. I'm not going to go into dismantling the rear shock unit. It's not something that I'm confident about doing, but this is a model with a remote oil reservoir, as you can see. Whilst I'm making this video, it's worth pointing out that you can probably see here there's a change in colour. The aluminium in the fork was all eroded away by the oil sealing washers from the rear cushion, and what I've done is I've cleaned it up really well and made it up with JB weld, and then filed it back down again, and the same on the other side, but not quite so badly eroded away. There we go. So I hope this short video might be of some use to somebody. There we go. Happy riding.